Mm-hmm. Let's see, get this here. Hello, hello, people. Here we go. Oh dear. Okay, get ourselves all situated here. Who's here? Who's in the house? It is time for miniatures and clip-ons. Tell me if you're in the house watching. Hey, Miss Sheila, thank you for the lovely little note on Sunday. That made my day. Cindy says, hi, Jolly Jamie. Hey, girl, how are ya? Good to see you, good to see you. Hi guys, I'm Jingle Jill. If you are new here watching, today we're going to be taking a look at miniatures and clip-ons, those tiny little pieces of joy. Yes, and clip-ons, of course, because we need something on the ends of those branches. Hey Sherry, good to see you. Hey Emily, good to see you guys. If you are watching with us right now over on one of our social media channels, just a heads up, you can watch, but you can't buy. So you can just kind of window shop there. If you want to possibly do window shopping and actually purchasing, take this time right now while we jump over to sbkgifts.com and look for Jingle Jill Live. Click on that link and you will see yours truly. And from there, you'll be able to shop and buy and not just window shop. Hey, Wendy, glad to see you here. Quick, office note or whatever the right word is. I don't know. For those that are new here, a little talking about the shopping cart and how it goes. On some of these items, I may have limited availability. I try to give you a heads up when it is limited. And so if it's limited, your item when you put it in the cart is not reserved. So keep that in mind that if it's something that's limited and you really want to make sure you go and have it for your collection, move on through to checkout and check out. And because of that, we do our little special shipping that we do during our lives. So, for example, we ask that you pay for the first shipping, which is a flat $10.98. And then after that, any of your other checkouts during the live, you just use, and tonight's code is Tiny Joy, TINYJOY. Smash it all together. Don't do any spaces, but you put it in Tiny Joy and it will take off the shipping. So like I said, I ask that you only pay for shipping one time, and then any of the other checkouts during the live, just go ahead and use Tiny Joy. We'll put everything together behind the scenes and send you one shipment. Hey, Jerry, so glad you made it. Hey, Walter, good to see you. Love seeing some new faces. So, without further ado, let's dive into this. And like I said, tonight is a combination of minis and clip-ons. So, and it's a mix of brands. So let's get this show on the road. I did not preload this because we have so many different minis. I'm just going to kind of run with it and see how it goes and see how much we can get through, because there's quite a few that I have. So let's load this baby up and get this show on the road. Has anybody been getting some of their packages from their DeCarlini? I know that some of you have had DeCarlini pieces. Hopefully those are hitting your doorsteps and you are loving the sparkle there.
No, the clip-ons.
Yeah, what about?
Did you mention?
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. Clip-ons will be all sizes tonight. It won't be just mini clip-ons. So we will have all kinds of sizes. But our first little mini guy, and oh my gosh, I probably should have brought my camera up really, really close because you can see how small these little ornaments is, when you get in the size. But this is a Morowski piece. Okay, so Cindy, this is the day you add this little guy to your collection. He is so stinking cute. This is a free blown from Morowski. Morowski is made in Poland. Size-wise, he is a whopping 2.5 inches tall. So this is the mini Santa Claus from Morowski. Look at that little body and all those free blown arms, and just kind of his posture is fun, and then his oversized feet just kind of give him a great fun shape. He is a super light piece, a great space filler, and if you are a Santa lover, oh my gosh, you got to have this guy. Great little price, made in Poland, Morowski's mini little Santa Claus. And it's good to see that, Cindy, you finally pulled the trigger on this guy because he's cute. Okay, up next, I have an Inga glass. Inga glass is made in Germany. And I'm going to have to move my little thing. Okay, we will get this flowing. I love it, guys, when you send up the likes. Okay, this one is the mini Christmas tree. And this one kind of has like a Grinch vibe to it in the way that it's kind of not like a perfectly shaped little tree. Hey, Christine, glad you could make it. This is an Inga glass mini Christmas tree. And this one is about 2 2/4 inches. And just kind of for a rule of thumb, and of course, this is truly a Jingle Jill rule of thumb. I kind of classify minis around that 2.5 inch or smaller. 3, if I want to give a little scooch of size to it. But most of these ornaments are going to be on the mini side that we picked, will be in that 2.5 or smaller size. So, hi, David. Glad you could make it. So this is Inga glass, the mini Christmas tree. Oh, good. Mary G's in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Seems like a couple people are coming sliding in at the very last minute, but that's okay.
Remind them of
We are just starting, and if you look on here and you just joined us, the code for the shipping is Tiny Joy. There's a little note pinned. Go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, this next guy is Slow Stopper. Slow Stopper. And this is a Heartfully Yours piece made in Poland. Look at that little belly on him. And his size is right at 2 inches. No, Penny, you're fashionably on time. You're not late to the party. We just got started. So this is Slow Stopper from Heartfully Yours, made in Poland. This line is no longer in production. So if you like this little guy, I have very limited availability on this guy. So, yes. So AKA, that means I have 2 in stock. So if you like this little guy, this is probably one that you want to go ahead and move to checkout to secure him. Because if you are new here, we don't reserve the carts. So if multiple people put it in their cart and I only have 2, the first 2 people to check out gets it. So move to your checkout, just pay that $10.98 the first time, And then after that, if you come back and add things to your cart, use that Tiny Joy. So Tiny Joy is our code tonight. All right. So next up, we've got another Inga glass. And I will tell you that I see miniatures across the lines. I see them in Inga glass. I see them in Old World Christmas. I see them in Murawski. I see them in Frega. I have some clip-ons from Fregas that are not clip-ons that are Fregas. And Chronix. We will be having minis coming in with Chronix, which is a new line that we will be having in this year. So glad to have them. They have been awesome. Okay. Chronix, Poland. Poland. So we will have that. Okay, so I got off a little topic. Imagine that. Okay, here we go. Here comes Santa Claus from Inga Glass, and this guy has just kind of that little bit of a gnome face feeling to him. Look at that belly and that profile there. Look at that little belly. I love here how they did the shiny hat with the matte on his Santa suit, and of course they've popped it with that green for his mittens. He's super cute. There is lots of cute little Santas. This is an Inga glass made in Germany, and he comes in at about 2 7/4. That's why I say, just to kind of flip it around here, this is where I say, minis, I go to about 3 inches, and then I say that, that's a good size mini. So this guy comes in at about 2 3/4. And look at that little face. Look at that. Look at the creases in his face. Look at how they did the highlights on his eyebrows, and it kind of comes over his head. Cute. I think we got a splash of Inga here. Inga did some really cute miniatures this year. And I grabbed them a lot because I know miniatures has been on a lot of people's list. So this one is called, this one's super cute. I like this one. I love his little eyes. So look at this guy. This is from Inga Glass, made in Germany. And this guy is called Christmas Owl. Look at the dimension on his eyes. Look at how they've done the little lines coming off his face, and how they have that little matte finish and the highlighting in his feathers. This guy is super cute, super light. He's a perfect example of, he's a 3-incher. So this is a 3-inch. And just to kind of give you perspective, there's not much difference, but just a little bit. So that's why I say a 3-inch is still mini in my book. And you can always recognize an Inga glass because it has that special 5-star treetop, spring hanger at the top. Dude. Okay. So this was one of those ones that I definitely, like I said, I kind of pushed the limit a little bit. But I thought this was cute. So let me show you this one. And this is a low quantity one, guys. Okay. So this is a vintage Christopher Racco. Let me give you a dimension first. This is right at the 3 inches. So this is a vintage Christopher Racco. It's called Frost Chime. And I just kind of really liked the size and the shape. I think because it had that narrow profile, it makes it feel like it's a mini piece. This is a molded piece, and I'm guessing this is Germany. I was right. I was guessing by the style of the ornament that this one was made in Germany. So you've just got a little Santa, and then you have the little chime there. And it actually does clank. Little clank there. But this is a vintage Christopher Radko from Germany. It's about 3 inches. Now, before we get going, I want to put this up, and I'm going to direct your attention only because I want you guys to be able to kind of envision this. So I'm going to put this number up, 48412. Let's see if I can find it. 48412. Okay. So what I've just put up is the 4-foot tree that is right there over my back. And I'm kind of going to move over there. I wish I could bring this one up close and everything to show you the pine trees, but I'm going to kind of just sit to the side. And the reason I'm bringing this one up on the screen is because this is a 4-foot tree. It does have a metal base on it, but it is a great tree for miniatures. So if you need a tabletop tree, this is a great Charlie Brown style tree that gives you lots of space in between it. The branches are extremely sturdy on it. You have little miniature pine cones also on it. And then you have little red berries. So I'm putting that up on the screen so that you can see it. And I've actually even put one of our Santaland miniature tree toppers on the top. This is the tree that we use in the store to do a lot of our minis. And it looks great. The colors are wonderful. It's made by Kurt Adler. It comes in a couple pieces, and like I said, it has a metal base, so it's nice and weighted, and the branches are super sturdy. But when you start to put some of these little miniatures, it's a fantastic tree. So FYI, that number is in there. If you want to go back and look at it a little closer, you can. That's 48412. And it's that tree right there that we brought in there. And maybe what I'll do is after we get this redecorated, because we stripped it down when I got prepared for this show, I'll do a little video so that we can post that with you so you guys can see it. But I don't think any of you would be disappointed with this tree if you added this to one of your like little side vignettes or entryways. So, moving back in. And I wanted you just to notice that tree. You get reversed here. I wanted you to notice that tree now so that if you were maybe building a mini tree, or maybe you're going to put together a tree as a gift for somebody, that you kind of knew that there was some like that. Now, I will have a little bit later in the show a 2-foot tree too that I will show you. It's a lot fuller. So it's kind of holds things more right on the ends of the tips, but we'll look at that one closer too. All right, so on with the show. Well, I bet you a lot of you guys also probably use, like what kind of trees do you usually add? Why am I drawing a blank? Feather trees. Oh, a feather tree. And by the way, this has feather tree vibe, but definitely a stronger branch, which one of the things that I always do when I go to the shows and I'm looking at trees, the very first thing that I will start to do is push on those branches. Push on those branches because I know what I'm looking for. I need to know that my ornaments can be supported on those branches. So, and that one passed the test. Okay, so back to ornaments. We've got another little miniature, and I've got some feathers on there. This is called Wolf, and this is also from Inga Glass. Size-wise, this guy is 2.5 inches tall, made in Germany, and mostly glass with just a little hint of glitter on his paws and his tail, and of course around the fur on his hat. So this is just a great little dog, simple 2.5 inch miniature from Inga Glass, made in Germany. And I promise I have clip-ons. I just haven't pulled them up.
Jill, does anybody display miniature ornaments, and do they do anything outside the ordinary?
I don't know. Jolly Jamie had a question for me. She was asking, and put it in the comments. Do any of you guys have a miniature ornament display that you do something different than feather trees? Do you do something different with your display? Share in the comments, share in the chat, because that's how we get ideas, is from each other. So share that. I could see garlands. I could see little wreaths. I could see wreaths also. Mary G just said a wreath. Yep. These are great for wreaths. Okay, so this other guy is called Peter Penguin. And Peter Penguin. Guys, think about this. This would be a great one, like if you were going to maybe start grandchildren on ornament collecting, you could actually start them with their own tree and their own miniatures. This piece, Peter Penguin, is an adorable little piece that could be like one of their first pieces that they actually add to their collection. So you could start them with small pieces. Yeah, Cindy does garlands too, Jolly.
Cool.
So 2.5 inches for Peter Penguin. And like I say, look at that. Imagine if maybe for Halloween, they were a penguin. This would be a great commemorative little piece. So they could start their tree and have a penguin. Birthdays, yes, yes, yes. Okay, don't take this box from me. I'm going to grab this box, though.
Box?
No. I just switching it up because I got a lot of Inga and I want to switch it up.
Okay.
Switch her up. Let's see. Let's do a little bit of Ornament King. This is made in Poland. Okay, so this is from the Ornament King collection. And this is just a small little Santa boot. Look at that. Look at the little belt buckle on there. And that flat boot. I love the super, super red shiny. Can I tell you how they do this? So when they put the silver in there, it takes a fair amount of silvering to get this super shiny red. And so they've really silvered this up, and that's how they get that really bright coloring up here also is on the silvering. And then look at the fun little glitter that they have. I kind of would call this, this is like a flake. If you come really close, you can see that it has little flakes of glitter there so that it looks like the fur or ice. This little guy is 2.5 inches and is from the Ornament King. And these also, think of these guys. You know what also would be fun to do with some of these minis is to use them as like a little gift tie. So like when you do your bow, you could put like one of these as your keepsake piece on the gift. Looks like a really cute size and it would fit perfectly for that. So that would be a good idea.
Santa?
Secret Santa. Oh, these actually at these price points are really good for like ornament exchanges and ideas like that. So yeah, these are all great for that. So there's, okay. And we got to do clip-ons. I haven't done a single clip-on, so let's do a clip-on. I know. That's why I grabbed it. I switched up my box.
Don't blame it on the Jolly.
Jolly's... Oh, guys. So, we have got a fun show coming up. We're not letting the cat out of the bag, but Jolly... she challenged me. And that's all I'm going to say. We'll talk about it, what she's going to be doing. Okay, this is a Blue Bomb piece. This is Blue Bomb clip-on from Poland. And I always brag on how wonderful their clips are. They put a good, solid clip on there so that you can really reach around the branch and that the piece doesn't get top heavy or fall over. So this is a great little clip on. And you kind of get 2 for 1 because this is a mini along with it being a clip on. So it's a 2 for 1. So this one, okay, so he's pushing a little bit on my rules. I'm going to bring him in at about 4 inches. So he pushed a little bit, but it still feels mini. And here's the part that I absolutely love on this guy. Look at the little star that they put at the top of the tree. They put that little star at the top of the glass blown. And then even the little dots on there for the ornaments, they've decorated, they've blown the glass, and they've done the ornaments on there. And of course, you've got the glittered trunk. So I just think this is a super cute piece for a clip-on. Fits great on the end of a branch. This is by Blue Bomb, made in Poland. And then, of course, for those spring lovers, you're going to love these. And this is another one that we actually have a variety of colors available in this. It's coming up. There we go. This is called the Floral Flutters. And Floral Flutters is a check bead clip-on. And this was from the Ornament King. Now, if any of you do the spring trees, I'm going to show you the colors first. We've got the gold. We've got a teal and orange. That's all a clip-on. And then you have, and I got to make sure this is Floral Flutters too. And then you've got a pink with a red. And if you notice here, their little antennas are actually, all these are hand-blown little beads and then wired and shaped. So you can curve the wings and curve them up. You can curve them down. You can do whatever you need to do. Or you can display them like that. You can display them all kinds of different ways. But they have multiple colors. And these are from the Czech Republic. And these are made from the Ornament King. Has 3 different colors to choose from. So if you're a butterfly lover, bang for your buck here, because you can use these for spring. You can use them for Christmas. These are ones that you could actually kind of keep out and add to your tree all the time. They look really cute. They add dimension. Okay, Christine, I'm warning you on this one. You're in trouble on these. This is a alert, you're in trouble. And it's because I'll get the word right. This is not for the cookers. This is for the bakers. I have not lived down calling this the cookers when I did the last show. Jolly has been all over me. So this is called Crunchy Chocolate. And I love these little miniature guys. Okay, I'll give you size. These are 1 inch. 1 inch in size. Just little chocolate crunchy candies. So if you have a sweets tree or a baking tree, you got to have these. Okay, so this is the first one, and this is Inga Glass, made in Germany. So you've got this crunchy one. Then you have the little square that has the coffee bean on it. That's sweet. I mean, do you just want to bite into it? I want some really dark chocolate. That looks like a great piece of dark chocolate. And then they have the dark chocolate one. See, this was the milk chocolate. And then they had the dark chocolate. So they have 3 different little pieces in this. So if you're into the little candies and the sweets with the little creams, these are perfect little minis coming in at 1 inch in size. And you kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Your baking tree along with some sweets. Boy, did we love Inga on this box. Okay, let's do some Frega. Frega, okay, so there's actually 4 different styles here. I pulled 2 of these. So you can see all the styles when you go through them, but I've only pulled 2. These are from Larry Frega Designs. These are made in Poland. And the first one, and they're 2 roses. So these are another one that are really great for multiple occasions. That you can use it during the holidays on your regular holiday tree. You could also use this during Valentine's Day if you do a Valentine's Day tree. So I like this one because, and I'm going to show you why I picked the 2 different ones. So this is more like a rose that is kind of open. You can see the fluttering of all the petals. This is a molded piece, as you can see the seams coming down through there, and very lightly glittered and accented with gold underneath. A good solid clip on it, so it will stand straight up. This guy is coming in at just about 2 7/4. And then one of the mates that I pulled, and I pulled this one because this one is more rounded. It's the rounded shape. So if I hold these up, you can see how they have a varying shape there on the different roses. So you could even have fun and pick up a couple different styles. But I liked how this one was kind of more rounded, like it had not opened. And it just has little hints of shine next to the matte mint. There we go. Buy 12 and have a dozen red roses on your Valentine. I don't know that I have 12 of these, but that would be a fabulous idea. And I don't think that Larry's making these anymore. So when they are gone, they are gone. And FYI, let's answer that one question to tell you. Okay, so yes, a couple of these. Let's see. Is this one? This one I have 2 of. And this one, the one I'm showing here, I only have 1 of. So yes. And I don't have a dozen altogether. So there you go. There's only a couple of each of these.
But we might have something in our mind about that.
We could maybe find something else that would go with it to mix and match.
We can find.
Mix and match. Okay. So let's look at this one. This is another one that I have only a few. I have 3 of these guys left. And these, made in Poland. This is the Ornament King. And this guy is called Mini Nick Clip-On. Mini Nick Clip-On. And you're going to find that a lot of the clip-ons, they will always have like a Santa or a gnome. And oh my gosh, on down the road, we are going to have a field of mushrooms. So this is Mini Nick Clip-On. I love the choice of kind of like the lime green pants. That's kind of a departure from the classic green where they've popped it just a little bit. Size-wise, this guy is coming in at 3.5 inches. So this is the mini Nick clip-on. And look at how they have used kind of the eyelash glitter up on the top of his hat here and right along his brim here to give him some texture. And it's also on his little sleeves. Have you guys ever like broke down and like looked at an ornament and like figured out like how many times did they have to come back to add these layers, like painting the first color and then adding the layer of glitter over it, you know, in the green. Then they have to wait for that to dry. Then they have to put the white on it. I mean, you start to break it down and really analyze an ornament, and it's like a lot of work goes on to those. A lot of work. Okay. This is like those little itty bitty birds. These are so sweet. And they actually have a variety of colors. I only pulled one of these colors to show you. But you can see that there is a variety of them. On this little blue guy, I only have one. He is an Inga glass. He's called Mini Maestros. He's coming in at 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches with his little floss-like tail. And it's just a little clip-on miniature bird. And I only have one of him. So this is Mini Maestros. You will see that if you look at it, there is a variety of colors to choose from. Let me see. Oh, actually, no. This is my only one left of the colors. So either you guys grabbed them, or this is the only color I have left of Mini Maestros. So that's Mini Maestros. Let's see. I love, so Inga does a fair amount of small ones. So I think that's why they're getting a lot of love tonight. And yeah, they do. They go down the line, each of them doing it, but it's still, think about the process of the time, David, that it takes. I mean, there's a waiting time here for things to happen. So intriguing to see how they do that. Okay, this guy is called Hubert the Bird. Hubert the Bird. And if you love these little itty bitty feathers, they do several little cute birds with these fun little feathers added. It's kind of like a little marabou, a little bit of a marabou feather to him, just to give him some wildness. So this is Herbert, and Herbert, it comes in at 2.5 inches tall, and he's just got his great little pink with red marabou. And of course, there's a great little buddy that will go with Herbert and actually has great contrast to it. So let me pull that one up so you can see that one. How many are you going to end up doing a mini tree? So this is Hans and Herbert. Here's Hans in gold. And he's the same size. He's just golden with his yellow. And then you look at Hans and Herbert together, and are they too adorable? Look at those guys. Hans and Herbert. I mean, do they not make you smile? With their little feathers? Too cute. Hans and Herbert. So you've got it in a red, and you've got it in a gold. And these guys come in at 2.5 inches. And I'm drawing a blank, but there is one more that is in blue. So I think you've got a red one, you've got this gold one, and then there was one that was in blue at one point that goes with that. But I love their little personality. Look at that face! Look at those feathers! Simple little 2.5 inch. Hans and Herbert. There's a blue one that did go with them. Did we pull it? We might be out of it. We very well could be out of it.
Yeah, but we have these other guys that are kind of like it, not as comical. They're more.
Yeah, these guys are really cute.
Yeah,
I love them.
More of a comedy.
I love them.
Vibe. All
right. So let's go back to the ones that are like.
You got any box you like me to move?
No, I'm kind of like all over the place. Okay. I'm just pulling whatever I want.
Keep it fun.
Oh shoot. Let's see. Add to this. Okay. It decided it didn't want to behave to me. Do it again. There we go. And now we'll check. There we go. Okay, so this is another one of the Ornament King pieces. Now, what probably most people missed is the very last year of Ornament King, he introduced probably a good 20 to 25 mini ornaments because there was high demand for that. And it was so sad that, you know, he kind of had to close shop and everything because I was loving these little mini ornaments that he was doing. Perfect size. It was a great price point and everything. So I don't think that with all kind of the chaos that they got the attention that they needed. But this comes in at 2 inches. And this little guy is called Red Express. And he is made in Poland. I'm always surprised the amount of detail that you still can see on these little ornaments here. Let me make sure something. Oh, I got to show this one. I think there's, for the size, there's a ton of detail that happens in these guys. Okay, so this is the one for if you have like a animal tree, an African safari tree, a zoo tree, all those kinds of pieces. This guy is super cute, called Tiny Monkey. I'm not even going to have to tell you where it's from because you know that this is from our Inga collection. You can almost tell that this is a German piece. But Tiny Monkey is just the sweetest little monkey. He kind of just goes like with that penguin vibe that had the cute little face. I mean, you look at those cute faces. Very, very, to the style of that if you wanted to start a tree for a little one, these would be ones that you could really have fun with. So this is Tiny Monkey. Okay, I'll put this over there. And let's get into some Woodland. Oh, okay. How about mushrooms, guys? You like mushrooms? Want to see some mushrooms? Let's do some mushrooms. All shapes and sizes, definitely. Let's pull this one up. There we go. Okay, low quantity on this one. Low quantity. So if you do not have this one in your collection, and you love it, this is one of those ones, head to checkout. So this guy is called Forced Freckles Clip-On. And it has a little light clip-on there. I love what they did here. They added a kind of like a decor that covered the clip-on by using that horse garland and then putting the hard sugar on it, the hard glitter. And you have the 2-for-1 kind of whimsy, fun mushrooms. I mean, you have the pointed one with the classic round cap. Size-wise, this little clip-on is still coming in only at 4 inches tall. So this is a 4-inch tall. This is one, guys, that I would probably, if you like this and you want to make sure you have this, this is one that I would probably head straight to checkout because I believe there is only 2 of these left. I cannot replenish this because this is Ornament King, and Ornament King is retired and not in production anymore. FYI, also, this is one of the ones that were limited edition. So I can't promise that you're going to get this exact number, but if somebody buys, if 2 of them are bought, someone's going to get 89 out of 240. So this was a limited edition. This is from the 2023 collection. And this is called Forced Freckles Clip-On. And then if I pulled I'm going to go totally different style on my mushrooms. Miss Jamie, will you pull out my other mushrooms for me?
Sure will.
This one is more of the molded Polish ones. Because we're going to go down the mushrooms.
As long as we don't sing about it, I'm good.
I'm not that terrible. This one is called Toady Twinklers. So this is Toady Twinklers. And this is from the Ornament King. And this was from the most recent year. This was one of his miniature releases. He is 2 inches tall. He's made in Poland. So this is one of your molded pieces. You've got glitter on the bottom. I love how they kind of used a variety of green glitters here to kind of make it interesting instead of just having all of the same shade. So this was Toady Twinkler. And then I have more mushrooms. Maya, you want to just hand me another mushroom? Ooh. Okay, so we're going to go for a big clip-on mushroom. And this one is for the psychedelics. This one is, okay, so like I need to like do my 70s. Is this going to even, let me type this one in. 947. Do you know what?
What?
I said this is for our psychedelics. Do you want to know what the name of this is?
No.
Psychedelic magic mushroom.
Of course it is.
I did not know that.
You never do. You're just blessed. You're just magic like that.
Okay, this is one of those big pieces here. And this is one of those ones that it is a balancing act to how they were able to balance it so that it stands straight. This is not a mini. It made it because it was a clip-on. This is made from Blue Bomb. It size-wise is, okay, this is coming in at 8 inches, guys. This is an 8, up. There we go. I hadn't put it up on the screen. I'm sitting there talking and going away and hadn't put it up there. But definitely, this is called Psychedelic Magic Mushroom. And this one just has a plethora of colors here. I love how they have taken and used so many different shades of glitter here. And then, of course, they've taken their little glass beads and added it to give it kind of some warts and welts. And then let's talk about that curly top that is flipped around there. This is from Blue Bomb. And yeah, this is totally their vibe with kind of off the wall and strange. This one, I totally could see using this even on a Halloween tree. I could see this on a Halloween tree.
You're a hippie all year long.
Or if you're, my sister would be so up the alley with this because of the colors on this. Because it's totally a groovy feel. Use it on a Halloween tree. It would look like the witch's treehouse. Great idea. Great. Oh my gosh, could you imagine like having a little miniature witch sitting right next to it? Oh, you guys, we've got a Halloween show coming up. I'm going to check and see if I can find a witch. Good idea, Mary G. Oh, and this is a last one. Last one. So that is a one only.
We have a miniature.
So, tell
them something.
Go see if there's a miniature little witch to go with this. Because I don't know if this one's going to make it past the show tonight. It might, because it's the last one. I just got to put the pairs together and see how it goes. Okay. Let's see. Oh, okay. So while we're talking about mushrooms, they had another fun one. Here, you want to take it with you?
No.
Nope, you got it in your mind.
I do. Okay,
so Blue Bomb did another one. And we have, I think, one other style of these Blue Bombs. I'm going off topic. 55949. Come on. 55949. There we go. This one is a little bit more subdued in its colors. And this is their other, but it's the same style. It's still that same whimsiness, but totally different vibe. This is the gray and green mushroom. And I think the fun thing about this one is if you want kind of like more of a modern style, look at how this, oh, check this out. Check out the bottom where they have done the ribbing on the bottom of, there you go. See how they've kind of striped it in there? So it's like the ribbing underneath the mushroom. And then look at the leaves growing up it.
There are way too many cool things on this little mini tree to go with those mushrooms.
Find me a little witch on there.
There's a little witch head.
Okay. I'll take the witch head. Look at the little dots there. This is the green.
She would look good with that too.
And that. And then, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do this. Okay, so, and this one is the gray and green one. Okay, and then here's, we're going to divert back to this. I'll pull this one up just because I have it in my hand. Let me pull this piece so that you can add this to the cart if you like the concept. 62802. And this is totally on the fly, guys. Totally on the fly.
That's how we roll.
This is how we roll. So we have this little witch head, and this is Old World Christmas. And I'm sure that we could even on the tree, look at that, where you could put that.
In a little skeleton too.
Oh, come closer. Come closer. There you go. Yeah. Totally look at that. Look at how those colors, I got to find myself. There we go. You stay there. We got it. We nailed it. Look at that. Is that a great little combination how this could be used for Halloween? These are just two little mini clip-ons or mini ornaments that are put out by Old World Christmas for Halloween. So we just put, kind of looked good, didn't it?
Yep.
Kind of looked good.
We got little jack-o'-lanterns.
So we've got cauldrons. We've got all kinds of stuff. So we totally are going to have a Halloween ornament show. Wendy, I knew you would love that for your mom. Guys, who wants a Halloween show? How many of you decorate for Halloween? Because I'm planning on doing a Halloween show of nothing but Halloween ornaments or fall-themed ornaments. So how do you like that concept? I knew Wendy would be up for it. Mary's up for it. Good. So we'll have enough to have a party, which is good. And Aunt Sandy will be there. Walter will be there. Sheila will be there. Good. Perfect. We will have our
How's
party.
David doing? Is he still hanging in there?
We don't know if David's still with us or if he's fallen asleep yet. It is getting late for him. Okay. This is the Woodland pieces. So this was a little Woodland piece that was done by the Ornament King. Focus. I think this one is great for a fall. He has this little acorn, this little squirrel with his acorn, and I need to put my hand behind it. This is a clip-on because my camera keeps wanting to focus on my face. There we go. So you put up a Halloween, but have to take it down early, Emily. I love it. I love that you still give it time, though. This is 3 inches tall. 3 inches tall. And this is the Heartfully Yours. And if I would display it, oh my gosh, I am so off whack. So this is the mini acorn from Heartfully Yours. These little ones are hard to, get it up close and click it over here and do this and do that. Oh my gosh. Stay in the little clip-ons. Okay, this is another Woodland theme fall type ornament style. Loading this baby up. Of course, appropriately named Little Squirrel. And this is Little Squirrel, which is a clip-on. Look at that tail. Look at that little tail. I try hard, Miss Mary. I try hard, but sometimes it gets a little all scattered. That's okay. And then I pull it back together. 2.5 inches, made in Germany. This is a great one that could be used for fall, or if you do like a winter theme or a woodland theme tree. So this little guy is a great little addition to your woodland themes.
Multi-seasonal.
Multi-seasonal is definitely. And staying in that woodland, small animals, and all that. This guy is another piece that goes great with it from Germany. And this guy is the mini little fox. If you guys could see how close I'm coming to this camera, because these guys are so small. They're so cute. This little mini fox is 2 inches tall. Like I said, you just look at these little pieces and you see doing a little woodland tree. Imagine it going on that tree with the little clip-ons and everything. It would be such a sweet little tree. And the colors and the vibes with the pine cones on that tree, it gives such a nice, warm Christmas and fall vibe. All right. Let's go for this one over here. Okay, we're going to go for... Oh, okay. We'll go this way first, actually. So for you guys that do these little small miniature trees, as I mentioned, you see the tree topper up there that's red. Well, we do this. These are Santa lands. These were made in the Czech Republic, which means that these are custom designs from us. And I love this shape because it gives you very much this old world retro vibe and a great size. So this is our gold one. And our red one is in the same style, just the different colors. But I love how you have the fluting on the star and you have a super nice, long, narrow so that it can support coming down the tree. And if you see up there, it's hollow all the way up to there. So there's a gold one, guys. And then I also have it in red and I have it in silver. So the red is on the tree. And then let me put up the silver one, because the silver one is really pretty too. So depending on your color themes that you have, you might pick your choice. This is the silver. And these were exclusively done for us. So there's a silver. So very, very retro. Maybe even if you did like a mid-century modern type tree, this silver would be really good on a mid-century modern. Super, super light. Yeah, this would fit perfectly on a feather tree and just slightly accented with glitter. Just enough to highlight the ripples and the fluting in that. These are absolutely gorgeous. So like I said, we have it in gold, we have it in silver, and then behind me, you have it in red. I don't have the number for the red. If you want me to find the number for the red, let me know and I will put it in the chat. If you'll look it up, Jamie, I'll put it up there so that they can grab the red one if they choose to. So,
What's that one?
What is it?
Is that by
No, it's ours. She wants the red one.
That's
Actually,
Santaland.
Yeah, it is Santaland. Retro mini. Yeah, I'm gonna need the number because I'm not pulling it this way. I could probably guess. Let me see if I can guess. I'm going to try 6452. 6452. Let's see what I end up with. Uh-oh. This is one of those ones.
I think you're missing a number.
You think I'm missing? It's not 6452. 51. I will figure it out for you, Mary.
I'll find it.
You'll find it. Okay, you'll find it. Sorry, guys. I think you might need to see if it's actually in the store because it's not coming up when I put the number in. So see if you find it. Okay. So this is one more crazy blue bomb mushroom that I didn't pull, that I saw it out of the box. I will work on getting your other one, Miss Mary. I love this one because it's got the corkscrew top. It's 5 inch. Ah!
Look away.
Look. It's Jolly Jamie. She's real. She's real. You are so bad.
60224.
60224. Hold on. Okay, we're going to come back to this one. 60224. Ba-ba-da-boom. There we go. Okay. I will leave that up on the screen. That's the red one. There was a Jolly Jamie spotting. Or was there? That was we're the only crazy enough ones to still be here tonight doing this. There you go. I'll leave that one up.
Even you guys.
So hopefully you guys have got that. That will put the system up there, and we will go back to this one now, which is, oh, and I could just go down here because I already showed it. So we will come back to showing that one. Hold on. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place. 64556. Wendy said she didn't see anything. She got you covered. Okay, so this is the double mushroom from Blue Bomb. And like I said, this one also is kind of in that psychedelic vibe that we saw with this Blue Bomb, but a much smaller size. I love the whimsy curly tops that they put on both of them. And then what's really excellent about this is the growtiness that they put down around the bottom. Like, this has been in the dirt, the psychedelic dirt, of course, because you see it in purples and blues. But look at the texture that they have put on the bottom of this to kind of give it that really, like, mushroom dirty vibe. It has the smooth finish underneath on this one, but I think that this one is super, super fun. This guy is, size-wise, I don't remember if I measured, 5 inches. And this is Blue Bomb made in Poland. And it's a double mushroom clip-on. And I'm not sure if this is still in their collection or not. This is a great piece for a Halloween tree. Definitely with all the colors. With those pinks and those blues and that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I definitely agree that there's definitely stories behind some of the Blue Bomb creations. Because sometimes they really are out there. Okay, so let's go to another one that is kind of really out there in style and always does fun stuff. Let's head back to Poland for Mr. Moralski. And this is a great piece if you have like a beach or a sun tree, or you just like something that's super free blown. This is a clip-on palm tree. All free blown. This part is actually a translucent. If I had my little glass, you could see, well, you can kind of see that you can see through it. And then you even have the translucent palms. You can really see it when I go this way with it. You can see how you can see through it with the glittering on the top. And then I think it's really fun how on the top of the tree, they've used a beaded glitter. There we go. To give it texture up there. So this is a palm tree clip-on from Moralski. This is a larger piece, all free blown, made in Poland. This is a 7-inch, but it made the show because it's a clip-on. So this is a clip-on from Moralski. And then we'll go to a little bit of a smaller Moralski style. And I love this little guy too. For those that do woodland pieces or nature pieces, this isn't woodland. This is around the lake. This is our little lake piece. Let me pull him up. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. So we've got a low quantity on this one, guys. So if you like this one, and it's the frog that does this one. So this is the frog clip-on the frog fruit. I don't know if frog fruit is some kind of, I don't know. Why do they call it frog fruit? Clip-on frog cling to frog fruit. Okay, go figure.
It's Poland.
It's Poland. But I think what I like about this guy is how colorful they made the frog. And look at the webbing that they did on the feet. And the painting. I mean, he just kind of is a fun shape. And I love how they've done this little split here to give it some oomph in the space that it takes. But yet it's still kind of delicate. 6 inches tall. This is from Moralski. And like I said, look at how they did the webbing on the feet. You can actually see his little frog. He's cool. This is.
Again.
Did I say oomph? There's some oomph.
Like your frogs with some oomph.
I guess I did say that, didn't I? Okay.
Words.
Let's see. We're gonna stay. We'll go to another one of the fun blue bomb pieces. I'm in my clip-on box. I'm in my clip-on error. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I only have one of these left. So if you like this, I probably wouldn't pause on this one. This is one of those ones that you head straight to checkout. So this guy is made by Blue Bomb. He's a clip-on ornament. And oh my gosh, let me give you the size first, and then we've got to talk about some of the details of what they've done with him. Okay, he's 5 inches tall. He's a super, super smiley, bug-eyed little guy. But I love what they have done. Look at his breeches. Look at his little Santa breeches, and look at the glitter choice that they have done there, with it kind of having a large sequin, so it gets extra shiny. I mean, I almost feel like it's the ruby red slippers. It kind of gives you that shine of Wizard of Oz, like the ruby red slippers. But then I love how they've made him kind of like a king here, and they've done the little, let's see if I can get it. You can see the little flake glitter there, and then they put the black dots so that it's like his collar. He's just super fun. And even look at his little crown on there that's all glittered out.
I like his little spot freckles.
Yeah. And of course he has a little gem to like pull his outfit together.
I like his
So
legs.
he is the only one that I have of him. This is the Frog King. He is a royal one coming in at 5 inches from Poland.
Talk about that.
And he is really well balanced on this piece. So he balances just right. He's cute. He's like one of those funny pieces that they have.
All year round.
All year. And then, of course, you have to, when you get going about Blue Bomb, you can't ignore their teacups. And this one is pretty low in quantities, aka blow that out of there. AKA I have 3 pieces of this one. And I love here how they did the ombre on these. So they have a great design on the bottom, a wonderful pattern, topped off even with the little bit of beads there. So like the details. And then they've used a chunky flake gold. I want to call it like it's not really a glitter, but it's a flake glitter. I'll call it a flake glitter around the rim and around the edge. But then they've cleaned it up with just the little beads. And then they have this whole ombre going on of pinks and purples and greens.
What'd you call that? Gold stuff? Black?
A flake.
Yeah, it's like
a flake. But I also feel like it's not necessarily a glitter.
No.
It's like a...
More like confetti. Like real confetti. Like
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, super shiny. Size-wise, 3.5 inches. Oh, Christine, this is Blue Bomb. This is Blue Bomb from Poland.
yeah, that scattery stuff they put on tape.
Blue Bomb. Yeah, it's almost like that. This is Blue Bomb. They've been doing the teacups for quite a few years. quite a few years. Now, I want to show you something here. So, if you guys do incandescent lights on your tree, I want to show you something that happened. And this happened on our tree because we have a combination of incandescent. Well, actually, we had incandescent on this one tree that this piece was on. And I want to show you what happened. So if you're going to convert your trees, I want to show you what happened to one of our cups. Watch your ornaments around incandescent lights. Look at what happened to this baby. If you are looking at True Tone, this will never happen because they do not get hot. So make sure that you watch your ornaments getting around incandescent bulbs because this can happen. I had to show you because, yeah, I don't want the same thing to happen to you guys. How many of you still use incandescent on your trees? Or have you switched over to LED? Cindy, I know you switched over to LED this year. So, who else has those? Okay, switch. The True Tones are great. They are great. They are energy savings. We carry them. So they protect your ornaments. Yeah. That was one thing I did not really realize until we pulled this off and we saw what happened to this piece. Okay, I also showed you some other little miniature tree toppers. So I need to make sure that we have the silver shiny finial. This is a very simple little good feather tree style tree topper. Size wise, this is a super simple, basic, how about you put it this way where you can read, Jill? Okay, 7.5 inches, 7.5 inches with a little reflector in it and just a simple little Polish floral design on the side. Glittered on the bottom, all the way up through the top. Perfect if you're doing a miniature tree. Let's see what else I've got. Jolly, will you please bring to me your little lit tree that you have over there? Because I want to show them that also. I'm going to take this out of the box and take this. And I'm going to take this out of the box here. You can have this box here. Sorry, we're doing a little shifting. You can have this box here. And I will show these. Yes, you can have that one, and then you can slide right there. That's perfect.
And these are AAA, 3 AAA, not triple, I lied. 3 AA back.
Double egg? Thank you. Okay, so before I dive into those, make sure our bakers are here. No cookers, just the bakers. We had to show these other little candies. We showed the little round ones, and of course we had to do these too. These are also Inga glass. These are called the little pure chocolate. These look like little miniature, like kind of chocolate puffs or chocolate cups, 2 inches tall. Inga glass. Look at that glitter that they have used on the cup there. So that's so sweet. And then the dark chocolate, and they've added just little hints of glitter in the swirls there. You have this style, and this is probably your dark chocolate. Here's your little milk chocolate. Are these super sweet? These are all like 2 inches. Perfect for your little baking tree. And then here's their third one. Sweet little cups, just cute little peanut butter cups. And if I throw this on there, let's see if I can do this. So I put that there and there. Whoops, this one went there. Gotta make them show without their price things getting in the way. Okay, go this way. You won't. There's a way to beat this at its game when it wants to spin. There you go. There's your 3 flavors. So those are the pure chocolate ones. Okay. I'm going to slide back here a little bit. And I'm going to just give you a little glance here at the old world little mini trees that they've done. Now I've got the little mini tree skirt around it. This is the 2-foot tree that they have done. And then they have done what they've called is the Gumdrop series. So the little 2-foot tree does come with some little fairy lights on it. And then they have all kinds of little minis in here. So just to kind of give you a little taste of the minis that they have, let's get some of the candies. So they did a lot of licensing. And this whole series is called the Gumdrop series. Cute little name for it. They started it about 3 years ago. So this first one is like the mini Skittles. And to give you an idea, the mini Skittles is coming in at about 2.5 inches. So you turn it around. There's the little mini Skittles. Lightly glittered. And one thing that I love about the Gumdrop series is they come with this little green ornament hanger that you see. So every one of the little gumdrops actually come with their own little ornament hanger already attached to it. So this is the Skittles. This is Old World Christmas. Made in China. And along with that licensing, they have also Rudolph. So they have the Rudolph series. Anybody in this group do any of the gumdrops? You guys done the gumdrop pieces at all? Anybody? Or have you guys all not?
We'll show how they're packaged.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. Thank you. So here's from the Rudolph series. And this is their Bumble. Really, really well done. Once again, like I said, this is a size that if you wanted to start your own little tree with the kids, you could start this whole little series for them and just have a little 2-foot, 4-foot tree that is nothing but their stuff. So this is Bumble, and they have Rudolph and all the pieces that go with it. So this is the 2-inch. Let me spin and see what else we got on here. We have a little snowman. Let's show you the little snowman. And he's super cute because he's so small. Okay, let's find him. And we'll pull him up. Look at this little itty bitty snowman. This is Old World Christmas. And guys, I'm guessing this one does not even come in at 1 inch. He's so cute. Oh, I was off. He's 1.5 inches. He's 1.5 inches. This is a wonderful little stocking stuffer. And like I said, everything in the Gumdrop series comes with their own little green hanger. And just to kind of give you an idea of the packaging with those. So like, for example, there's their little boxes. So they all have their own little box and their miniature story on the back. So cute little packaging. These are a great way to start somebody on a collection. For the gamers, of course, you have the gamer control. I like to always try to show you some ones that you maybe don't see other places. And we carry like all the gumdrops. So I think if you even put in on the website gumdrops, most of them should come together so that you can see them. So this is the mini video game controller. And you know what? You could even put a year on the back of this. I mean, these are really small, but you still could actually even personalize these. This one is coming in at about 1.5 inches. So this is the mini Gumdrop.
Did you mention the tree?
Video controller. Yes, but I can show it. They have pickleball. They have pickles. They have tacos.
Little sports.
They have sports. Yes, they have sports.
I like Blossom Possum. She's so cute.
Where is Blossom Possum on there? That's always a special
sold
one.
Out because she's very popular.
Let me show you your little Rudolph pieces. This is the Rudolph.
Okay, hers.
Look at the little Rudolph. Cute, cute, cute. You got Rudolph, you got Bumble, you got Hermie. Yeah, there it is. That's it. This one comes in at 2 inches. And like I said, guys, all of these already come with their own little hook. And then Jolly Jamie's, one of her favorites and one of the all-time favorites for all the sizes. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can get it off there. And you know what? If you have a smaller kitchen that maybe you don't have space to do like a whole tree or something like that, these little 2-foot trees could fit right in like a cubby corner, and you could do a food tree with these because they do enough food in the collection that you can make a kitchen tree easily without having to have like a large one. So, okay. This is probably one of the most popular pieces that always sell out, even in the regular size. This is called Blossom Possum. So this is Blossom Possum in the gumdrop size. Just a fun little opossum hanging from a rose. Once again, one of those pieces that you could use it for a variety of seasons, but too sweet. One of it, like I said, it's one of those ones that sell out and we order it year after year after year. Size-wise, just about 2.25 inches, and that's Blossom Possum, the gumdrop size. Let me see what else I've got on here when I spin. Let me spin the tree. You got Clarice. Oh, okay. And then let's pull this one here. This one's fun. Like I said, they did a lot of licensing. The only opossum that you know that's cute. They're cute. Okay. So maybe a family game that you guys always play. They've done a lot of retro games. This is Candyland. And I'm sure with grandkids, this is a staple of playing Candyland. So this would be a fun little one because, you know, you're still playing your board games at that time. Size-wise, it's 1.5. This is Candyland. from the Gumdrop series. And this is one of their licensed pieces. It is officially licensed, so it does have the Hasbro on the bottom of it. So this is Candyland. And then if you like, I love what they did with this one. So we all probably remember Light Brights. I used to spend hours doing Light Brights and doing all the different pictures. I love what they did with this Light Bright though, because they kind of gave it a Christmas vibe, but then pulled in the Light Bright concept with it. It is definitely, hold on, there we go. It is definitely got Mr. Claus going. And I could totally see doing this with my little Light Bright. This is the mini Santa Light Bright. I mean, how many hours would we spend doing Light Brights? This is a licensed piece from the Gumdrop series, and this is the Light Bright. So I like how they did the little Santa there. So if you didn't want to do one of the games and that, definitely Light Brights have that vintage vibe. On the bottom of these, and actually, let me pull this one out. Even if you don't use this for the Gumdrop series, they have great little miniature tree skirts. Let me pull this one up for you. Because you always need to finish off your little trees. So this is a 12-inch diameter. It is a felt with an embroidery stitching on it. And then just a little fabric piping around the edge. So this is their snowflake version. It is a 12-inch diameter across, so 12-inch diameter, but this could be used on any kind of tree. They have two different mini tree skirts in the collection right now. So they have this white one with the blue and the mint and the peppermint stripe on it. Or if you want to go more classic style and more regal. Hold on, here I'm pulling that one. They have this one that is available in the red and golds. And this is gorgeous. This one actually would look really good around the base of that other tree. If you want to keep it like not very minimalistic on the bottom. So this one is the mini ornate tree skirt. And for a 12-inch diameter, these are really well done. Great price. This one actually has the piping going around the edge. So you have the twisted piping, and then you have the gold embroidered holly leaves with the accents. So this has got a deep, deep regal red to it. So you can kind of go more elegant, or you can go fun with the other one that I showed you. And then I have to show you this one Christina's World clip-on that I found. And then I've been talking to you guys forever. Have you guys liked some of the minis? Have you seen some minis that you haven't seen? Can I tell you, I haven't even touched the edge. There is boxes that I still haven't gotten in. But hopefully you guys have found some great minis to add to your collection. Has tonight been helpful seeing some of these?
You'll tell them how long to get decoded.
Oh, I definitely will share that. Yeah, because they have a little bit of time still. That's for sure. So this is from Christina's World, and this is called Blue Songbird. and I just thought that this was a fun, unique piece. This is a heavier piece, but it does have a very nice clip-on. I think what it was that got me on this piece is this little curly Q. I mean, when you add a little bit of whimsy to it, that's when I fall in love. When I get that little shape or that little extra free blown, I go, ooh, that's fun. That's unique. So I haven't seen many of the birds that are like this style that is a clip-on. So this is a larger piece. He comes in at about almost 5 inches. And this is from Christina's World. Glad you guys have liked this show. So, FYI, there's so many pieces that I have not gotten to show you tonight. So, the code will remain good for another 1 hour. So you have till 10:30 if you guys want to head over to the site, continue to shop, add something to the cart. Go definitely, if you like what you saw with the gumdrops and you want to maybe consider seeing if there's other ones that you like, go over there, put in the search bar gumdrops, and it should come up with the old world pieces. So take advantage. Don't feel like a rush to check out because you have an extra hour right now that you can kind of go back and look at some of the things that you saw, or go see some of the pieces that I said, there's like more of these. So take advantage of that. The code is Tiny Joy. And then coming up on Thursday, we have a fun show. It's another one of those kind of off the wall shows. And what it is unlikely pairings. So kind of like what you just saw happen with the psychedelic mushroom and the witch, we are going to pull together anywhere from 12 to 18-ish pairs and trios of things that would just go great together. So it's going to be a really, really unique show. Don't know what's going to expect. This will be another one that we will just kind of load it on the fly, and we will show them in groupings and share them together and give you some ideas on some things that look great together. So without further ado, I guess we're going to wrap it up for tonight. And until next time, keep collecting that joy. Glitter hugs, sparkling smiles. Share some glitter with people because you know what? It makes them happy. You guys have a great night. Thank you. And